Hey everyone, today what I want to talk about is something I just heard about, and it is feeling more alive. And I think this is what we are all looking for at our core. We want to feel more alive, we want to live fully, we want to feel that happiness, feel that energy. So that was Sunday, so it was 2 days ago. Here it's Tuesday, today in New Zealand. And 2 days ago we were in Kaikoura, which is a place on the South Island of New Zealand where you can find whales, dolphins, seals, and it's an amazing place. It's beautiful and you have an amazing wildlife. And so we did that dolphin trip. We went on a boat and we went to swim with dolphins, and we were many tourists on the boat. The experience was amazing. I really recommend actually that experience. If you can go there, it's just mind-blowing. So you have those dolphins which are very curious, and you have hundreds of them in the water, and they are super curious. So you go into the water with the wetsuit and so on and the masks, and they just turn around you, they go through you, and you are just like immersed in hundreds of dolphins. So it's an experience that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel just wonderful, right? And so we did that for maybe an hour and a half, and at the end of the experience, so the tour took us back to the bus, and in the bus we started to talk with other tourists, and they were that English couple from London, and the guy from the couple, so we were speaking about the travelings, and they were speaking about all the experiences in New Zealand and how it was amazing, and that every tour has been the best experience in their lives. And the guy said something. He said, like you feel more alive, like after each experience you just feel more alive, and that's amazing. And he wants to do that more often. He's looking to be able to work remote, to be able to feel more alive. And I started to think, wow, yeah, feel more alive. Exactly. That's what it's all about. And everything we do in life, I think it's to feel more alive. All the decisions we make, we try. So you have two stages, right? You have many people, I guess the majority of the world, unfortunately, and I hope that will change. The majority of the world is in survival mode. So what I'm going to eat, what is going to be my income, where I'm going to sleep. So really that's basic needs, and that survival mode. And then you have actually a pretty good part of the world today, because there have been economic development and development since, we never have been wealthier than today. And so in most of the rich countries, obviously you have some people in the poorer countries, but also most of the people, or a good chunk of the people in the rich countries, they are middle class, and so they are over that survival mode. Even though obviously what's your income, what job I'm going to do, and all that is always an important issue, even in rich countries, obviously for most of the people. But we are starting to look for different things, not only for survival, but also for purpose, for happiness, leisure and all that. And I feel that we are struggling with feeling more alive. I feel that all our basic needs are met in rich countries. And again, I know we are privileged, and I know it's the privileged people in rich countries even, but I know we are millions, So we have our basic needs met, and yet we are not quite satisfied with life. Like we have that kind of dissatisfaction, we are wondering why we are not more happy, and we are kind of always looking for things to do, and looking always in chase of that happiness, in chase of feeling more alive. When feeling more alive, just feeling alive could be something, first it's something internal. It has to do with our essence, with who we are, and I do believe that we don't need to do crazy stuff to feel more alive. Obviously, when you jump from a plane, you feel more alive because you have this chemistry, right? Like this adrenaline and everything. Or I don't know, if you participate in a very specific sport event that pushes you to your limits and so on, you feel different, right? Or can be a very important meeting, or some specific things makes you feel more alive, and we chase them. But I really believe that we can feel more alive without chasing all those experiences, and that it is internal. And I think it has to do also to when you get rid of fears. So when you get rid of fears and desires, when you are just well with yourself, just align with yourself and with your essence. And when you have energy, when you vibrate, you feel more alive. And it's just about, I think, loving yourself and loving others, and remembering that, we are all one. Everything is energy. We are made of energy. All the universe is made of energy. And when we remember that this connection, we feel connected, and we are present, and we smile, and we just do things for others. And it can be very simple things. I believe contribution, I believe contributing to higher purpose can be as simple as giving love to loved ones, or just giving love to anyone, giving love to ourselves. And this makes us feel alive. And I think that's what can make us feel most alive, is to give. And it can be very simple. You don't need to save the world. You don't need to be you don't need to start that crazy foundation, or you don't need to create that life-changing product, or it can be very, very simple to give. And I believe that simple acts of kindness and simple act of giving make us feel alive, and are just your higher purpose and our higher purpose in general. I think all of us, we have the same higher purpose, which is to be alive, and just to be full of energy, and to give, and to not separate ourselves from others. There's no fear to be I think we don't need to be fearful. We can just live with love. And it can be an abstract concept maybe for you, but it's basically just having an open heart, and not protecting yourself, just having faith in others and in life, and just being the light you want to see in the world. And that starts with a smile and with simple acts of kindness. Say hello, say goodbye, say thanks, appreciate what you have, and help others when you can, and that's it. And you feel more alive. So there you go. Thank you.